Are you feeling totally overwhelmed by all the AI hype? Yeah, you're not alone. So today, we're going to cut right through all that noise and give you a real, practical playbook for building an AI strategy that, actually works. Let's get into it. This is the question on every leader's mind right now, isn't it? There's this crazy pressure to move fast, to innovate, to make sure you don't get left behind. And honestly, it's a question that can cause a whole lot of anxiety. And for good reason. Well, the truth is, there's no simple yes or no here. The companies that are really winning with AI, they aren't necessarily the ones moving the fastest. They're the ones moving the smartest. And that's what we're going to focus on today, how to build that smart, sustainable approach.
I love this quote because it captures the whole idea perfectly. AI is not some project you can just check off a list. It's a journey. The goal isn't to just flip some magic switch. It's about learning how to navigate the road ahead.
Okay, so first things first. We have to get past the hype cycle. I mean, we're all drowning in it, right? It's this messy cocktail of fear, hype, and just a whole lot of confusion. A real strategy means looking past whatever the hot new trend is and focusing on what's actually going to create real value for your organization. So, where do you start? Well, it's not with buying a flashy new tool. It's with taking a good, honest look in the mirror. You've got to know where you are right now, not where you wish you were. This is, without a doubt, the most critical first step. This gives us a really great way to think about it. So which one are you? Are you an explorer? Your main goal here is just learning, kind of dipping your toes in the water with some low-risk pilots, maybe some off-the-shelf tools. Or maybe you're an adopter. You're ready to scale up a few things that you know work, and you're focusing on getting a measurable return and building out some rules. And then there's the transformer. This is where you're using custom AI deep inside your core operations to create a massive competitive edge. Being brutally honest about which one of these you are today is the key to getting where you want to go tomorrow.
Okay, so once you know your starting point on the map, it's time to pick your first destination. And, this is where so many strategies just completely fall apart. People try to do way too much, way too soon. Or they pick these big, flashy projects that sound impressive but don't actually deliver any real value.
So, how do you pick the right project? Use this. It's a super simple but incredibly powerful filter. Just ask these 3 questions. And look, if you can't answer a confident yes to all 3 for a project you're thinking about, just shelve it for now. You're not ready. This little filter will save you so much time and money on projects that were doomed from the start.
So, what does a good use case actually look like? Well, let's take customer service. Think about automatically sorting support tickets or instantly detecting a customer's sentiment. These are super high-value, repetitive tasks, and you usually have tons of data for them.
Or how about sales and marketing? A fantastic place to start is lead scoring, or maybe generating personalized outreach emails. This can seriously shorten your sales cycle and boost conversion rates, just by focusing your team's effort where it'll have the biggest impact. And in operations, predictive maintenance is a classic home run. Using data to fix a machine before it breaks can literally save you millions. Same goes for using AI to get way better at forecasting demand so you cut down on waste.
Finally, in finance, AI is just a natural fit for things like fraud detection or automating that mind-numbing work of reconciliation. But here's the crucial point. Don't try to do all of these at once. Just pick one. Make it work. Document every single thing you learn, and then you can expand. All right, you have a destination. Now you need a map. A great idea without a rigorous plan? That's just a really expensive failure waiting to happen. You have to treat your first AI project with the same seriousness you'd bring to launching a major new product. No shortcuts. And this right here, this is your roadmap. It's a 6-step plan for a successful pilot. Notice how step 1 starts with the business problem, not the technology. That's key. You got to define that problem in one simple sentence. Then you force an honest audit of your data. Step 3, assemble a team with people from business, data, and change management from day 1. 4, set crystal clear goals. 5, run a pilot, but time box it, 8 to 12 weeks, tops. And finally, step 6, you have to define your guardrails before you even think about scaling. This is how you go from a cool idea to a real-world win.
Now, you're probably not going to build all of this yourself, right? So when it's time to choose a partner, use this checklist. Seriously, don't get wowed by some slick demo. The best vendor for you isn't the one with the flashiest tech. It's the one who has already solved your exact problem for a company that looks a whole lot like yours.
And let's be super clear about something.
Human oversight is not optional, it's non-negotiable. All those companies that have had huge public AI failures, they all have one thing in common. They automated way faster than they governed. You need these three pillars: audit trails so you can explain the why behind a decision, clear escalation paths for when things go sideways, and continuous monitoring to watch for stuff like model drift. That's just a fancy way of saying the model's accuracy is getting worse over time. These things aren't a drag on your performance, they're what makes sustained performance even possible.
So we've talked strategy, we've talked tech, but honestly, none of that matters without the most critical component of this whole journey, the people. I'll say it again. Technology doesn't transform organizations. People do. And underestimating the human side of AI is the absolute fastest way to bring all your progress to a grinding halt.
The first trait you need in your crew is just plain old grit. Because I'll tell you what, your first pilot, it might be a disappointment. Grit is what makes a team dig into why it failed, instead of just throwing their hands up and giving up. It's a mindset.
Second, you need ambition. Now, this isn't about chasing some sci-fi dream. It's about refusing to settle for tiny incremental wins that look good on a PowerPoint slide but don't actually move the needle for the business. It's about aiming for outcomes that are genuinely meaningful.
And finally, you need resilience. You have to create a culture where failure is treated as valuable data, not as a defeat. And you support that culture by investing in broad AI literacy, training everyone, not just your tech teams, on how to think about and work with these powerful new tools.
Okay, let's zoom all the way out for a second, because none of this is happening in a vacuum. It's so important to understand the bigger picture here, the sheer scale of the transformation that is already underway. And this is where things get really, really exciting.
You see, unlike a lot of past tech cycles, AI is this incredible cross-cutting force that is reshaping literally every industry at the exact same time. We're talking agriculture, driving precision farming. We're talking education, creating personalized learning plans for every student. And in marketing, oh man, it's unlocking hyper-personalization at a scale we've just never seen before. No industry is being left untouched.
And that brings us to what might be the most crucial point of all. This transformation, it's happening right now, whether your company is ready for it or not. So passivity is not a strategy. The only real question is this: are you going to be the one shaping the change, or are you just going to be reacting to it? So let's make this real, right now. Here's your action plan for this week. Don't try to boil the ocean. Just pick one single, repetitive, data-rich process in your business. Spend a couple of hours just mapping out the data you have for it, and then write one single sentence on the outcome you want AI to improve. That's it. That is the very first real step on your AI journey. You can do that.